money line. It's money line. Yeah, it's money line. Yeah. Press a button, watch them screens fall.
Yo, what's good, y'all? MLG Sports Talk back again with another one. Welcome in the best bets. Congratulations to the 2024 NCAA national champion. That's the Michigan. Shout out to Harbaugh. He did his thing for us. I am your host, YVK Verse over there, and we got my boy Jack on the panel today. How y'all feeling? My bad, I had y'all mute. Go ahead.
Feeling good, man. Feeling good, man. Glad to be back, man. I'm glad that Harbaugh got it done. How you feeling, Jack?
I'm excited, man. I mean, there was no way Purple Do-Rag was going to win, so I feel like it was an easy money bet for me.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Purple do-rag. We knew that wasn't going to go down with that Michigan D-line, O-line, stood their ground. Corum got the ball. Edwards, man, should have been a blowout, though.
Yeah, it should have. It should have.
I mean, it ended a blowout, but it should have been like Georgia
40-point blowout.
It was closer longer than I thought, but I knew it would be close the first half. So,
yeah, true. They had to make it entertaining for the fans. All right, so we got the NFL wild card. I hope y'all ready for this. It's gonna be a good show. We got the number 5 Cleveland Browns land 2 on the hook over and under 44.5 at the Houston Texans. This is Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. What y'all like in this matchup?
Man, this is one of those games where you kind of want to root for the Browns to kind of, make up for what went down with Deshaun Watson. But, Joey Flacco's behind the center in this game. And you also want to sprinkle a little bit of money maybe on the Texans. So as for me, I will not be touching this game. But if I had to lean, I would lean toward the Texans. I think this team has a whole lot of momentum, and I want to see CJ Stroud do something.
All right, you going with Stroud? Yeah, I lean that way, Stroud. Just because they're at home. If you look at the Browns on the season, they're 3-5 on the road. They giving up an average 29, I believe, 0.5 yards per game on the road. So the home and road splits is different. If Browns is at home, I would take the Browns. But like you said, a game I will not be putting no money on, lean Texans. What you like, Jack?
I mean, this is a hard game to bet. I mean, it's playoff Joe. You know how he does in the playoffs. I mean, he goes on a run. I would love to see the Browns win and move on so they could play the Ravens in the future. I feel like that'd be just an amazing matchup to watch. But boy, CJ Stroud has really shown me something this year. I didn't think he'd become this good so quickly. After the national championship, or I think it was the game before that they lost when he was on Ohio State. All that talk in the offseason, and then the Carolina Panthers acting like they were going to pick him, and then not picking him and going with Bryce Young, and boy, was that a mistake. I mean, Stroud has really proven himself as a great leader. So again, like AJ, I'm not betting this game, but I'm going to be excited watching this game.
Yeah.
Something tells me there's still some special aura in that stadium from the national championship, and the Texans are going to end up pulling it out, though.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. All right, next
we're going with Cleveland. I know a lot of money's on Cleveland, so people might be disappointed by that.
Yeah, we right now it's early in the week, ladies and gentlemen. So these are not super definitive. The money might change. Maybe the public could come in heavy on Stroud. So we don't know yet. But right now, yeah, you're right. The money's looks like it's coming in on the Browns. All right, next game, we got the number 6 Miami Dolphins headed out to Kansas City, Missouri. Chiefs -4 over and under 43 in the hook. This is the late game, 5:30 Pacific time, roughly. Who y'all like?
Man, I mean, I've been waiting for this moment all year. The whole season they've been making Mahomes and the Chiefs look like a terrible team. I actually think this is the year that the Chiefs could win. And if they don't win, Mahomes is trash. But I stand on this right here. I've witnessed this line creep up a little bit. It's at -4 right now at most shops, and I think that even for them to win the conference is a +400. I think that's a steal too. I'm hammering -4. I will be taking this with my own money, and let's go Chiefs.
What about you, Jack? What's up?
Yeah, man. Man, that's Patrick Mahomes. They're not losing to Miami. Come on.
Man.
It's 8-degree weather in Kansas City. We already know the Dolphins did not show up well in cold weather. Now, if this game was in Miami, it would definitely be a closer game. I feel like Miami would give the Chiefs a run for their money, but this is going to be a get-right game for Kansas City. They're going to end up winning. Again, I'm promoting the Chiefs win the whole thing, so I got to ride with them right now.
Yeah, I guess we're just a Kansas City Chiefs. I guess we're a Swifties now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you really think about it, they're not about to have the Swifties and Pfizer on the sideline on the whole playoffs after the first week. Come on now.
Yeah. And just, aside from all that, if we just talking ball, like Dolphins lost pretty much their whole linebacking core.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill still banged up from an ankle injury. Waddle's coming back from an injury. Like, it's not just 2-3 players. It's like 10+ players that are still hurt. So going out there, 2-degree weather, man, you got to take the Chiefs, man. Lay to -4. I know the line went up past that key number 3, but if you taking it, just lay to -4. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take the safe one, but tease it maybe. But I mean, this is one of those games for sure. It's bigger than football. You got, like you said, a Swiftie. You got all the Taylor Swift fans. Pfizer is going to be there. You got a lot of people. And then they tried to burn down. Somebody set the Tyreek Hill house on fire. Not to laugh, but I don't know what happened,
It
bro.
was his little kid with a lighter. It was his own kid.
Yeah, sure
So-
was.
I'm saying, man, it's a lot of stuff going on in Miami right now. And I don't think that Miami they're not even focused right now, man. That whole defensive core in the back and the middle is gone.
And also, not to butt in, I feel like Miami already did what they were supposed to do this year. Tua proved he could last the whole year and not, have a concussion.
Thank you.
Good for
Thank
him. I know he wished he could have played better towards the end of the season, but this is not going to be the game that they're able to play better. It's going to be too cold, and that Chiefs defense is going to be too bad.
Yeah. And then you got Mahomes off of that rest.
Yeah, Chiefs got rest. Dolphins didn't. They actually played hard last week and still lost. So, yeah, the mentality for those guys, I don't think it'll be great going out there in KC. So enough said on that game. Let's get to this one. Number 7, Pittsburgh Steelers heading off to Buffalo. -10 in this one. Wow, with a low total, 36 and a hook. 1 p.m. Eastern time on CBS. I'm going to start this one off. If you're giving me this many points, I'm taking it +10. It's a playoff game. It's the only way I could look. Bills should win the game. Low total, so I got to go with the plus points. And it's going to be cold in Buffalo as well. It's going to be freezing out there, possibly some snow in this game. So give me the plus points, all those points in a low-scoring game. What y'all like?
Gotta love the Steelers points in this as well. And the over and the under is actually telling you that it's not going to be a lot of points scored. I mean, if you're going to take the Bills points, you might as well take the over as well. And if you lean that way, me and for YBK at the moment, we're going with the points for Steelers. And that's a good defense, man. They're going to play some defense, and this is playoff football. This is where it's going to happen at.
To me, man, Josh Allen is a couple turnovers away from losing this game. It could happen. It really could. But I know they're the 2 seed, so, the league would love to see, next week, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes going at it. So that's most likely the scenario. But it would not surprise me if Rudolph gets it done somehow, some way. And the Steelers do it. Again, I know TJ Watt is going to be out. They still have a good defense. It's going to be a tough game, tough matchup. But Steelers to cover, man. -10. Let's go.
Yeah. Giving you a lot of points in a playoff game. That's the only way I could look. We can't lay that. Go ahead.
I'll say a caveat. This is going to be kind of opposite from what I'm saying. It would be funny, though, if Buffalo blew them out, because then going to the next round, everyone's going to be on Buffalo, and then here comes Kansas City, right?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want that to happen. I want a 20-7 game or a 20-3, like Steelers don't score anything type game. They shut them out. Everybody's on Buffalo next week. We'll go the other way. You know how we do it.
Yeah.
All right, next game. All right, this is a Sunday matchup. Another Sunday matchup. Green Bay Packers 7 seed facing off against Dallas Cowboys. Dallas -7.5 over and under 50 in the hook. What y'all like?
The only thing that scares me is that hook. That's the only thing. If it was at -7, then maybe, I would go ahead and lay that 7. But something tells me that I might have to tease the Packers, and something tells me I might have to tease the Cowboys. Either or, if I was going to lean, I'm going to lean toward the Cowboys. I think that the Cowboys come out, get it done. They've worked this whole season for this. This whole season. It's either ship or L. So I'm gonna have to rock with the Cowboys. If you can get it at 7, if it's at a hook, I'm leaning with the Packers.
Yeah, if you need it at 7, just buy it down. I would suggest as well. Yeah. But if I had to play, if I couldn't buy nothing down, I'm just taking the Cowboys here. Cowboys at home, they've been a train, they've been a buzzsaw, sort of like the Niners have. So Cowboys at home, it's only the way to look. I
think they win by 7.
Possible, or they could win by 21. They put up they average like 35 at home. And I don't see how the Packers defense is going to stop Dak Prescott.
Me neither.
He's thrown for the most TDs, I believe, in the NFL this season. So Dak is on a mission. Cowboys on a mission. They come out firing all cylinders. What you like, Jack?
Here's something we do know. The Cowboys lose this game, someone is getting fired. So there's no way they lose this game.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no way they lose this game. I like Love. Packers are a bright spot this year. It's good to see them back in the playoffs. But they're going to lose this game. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if you want to throw Dallas in some teasers, go ahead and do that ASAP.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe you want to tease it.
I'm staying away from this game just because that 7 a hook, like AJ said. I don't know which way it's going to go. It could Dallas could win by 4. They could win by 7. They could win by 10. I don't know.
That's why you throw Dallas in a teaser with something you like.
If you teasing it, I'm gonna tease Dallas all the way. Me personally, I'm gonna tease it all the way.
Yeah, you could tease Dallas with KC. You could tease Dallas with maybe a Houston. Getting 8 in the hook at home plus points, like stuff like that goes a long way, in the playoffs. Because I bet most of these games are gonna be tight, more than likely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, next game. This is the game. Everybody wanted to see this. We knew this matchup would happen about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Number 6, Los Angeles Rams facing off against the number 3, Detroit Lions. Detroit -3 over and under 51 in a hook. Oh, man. I'm going to start this off because I was waiting for this matchup. I think this is the Goff get-back game. I know this storyline could go either in which way. Yes, Stafford's coming back home to Detroit. They traded Stafford for Goff and end up winning a championship, the Rams. So right now, Goff is mad. I believe the Lions and Dan Campbell, he's a great motivator. He's going to have his team ready to go. They're going to be physical football. People forget Detroit is not just a pass team. They run the ball. They have 2 great running backs. They're going to be physical on the line. I think they have the better O-line. So I'm going Detroit -3. Hopefully the money is staying. Hopefully the public's on the Ram like the Sharps are right now. So all the money will be on the Rams. So I'm taking Lions -3. What y'all like?
Man, this is one of those games right here. I think everybody's going to tune in to this one. I think they did a good job, the NFL, with this storyline. I love it. As far as who I'm going to be picking, I'm going to be picking the Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit Lions have done a good job this year. The Rams are already winners, man. They already done what they needed to do. We already got a lot of Rams fans. I'm in California. I'm tired of seeing Rams jerseys. So I'm going to have to rock with the Lions on this one. And I'm actually expecting them to cover that 3. That 51 in the hook says it's going to be points scored. I'm rocking with the Lions -3.
Yeah, man. I think this is an over game. I feel like Cooper Kupp's going to score. Puka Nacua is going to score.
Yeah.
The whole Lions team score. Everybody's going to score. It's going to be a good game to watch. The Lions will end up pulling it out, though. I know I got a lot of people mad with me saying that. I got a lot of people who are Rams fans. Again, this is the one that everybody thinks is going to be the upset, but that's why it's not going to be the upset. You know, Detroit Lions, they deserve it. They're going to be able to pull this out. Amon St. Brown is too nice. You know, again, it's you want to do over the 51 in the hook. They want you to see it. So I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah, man, I agree 100%. A lot. It's looking like a public dog this week. We got to keep our eye on that as the week goes on. So I love fading public dogs because Vegas does not like giving up plus money. All right, next game, last and final game Monday night. We got the number 5 Philadelphia Eagles -3 over and under 43 in the hook. They're heading out to Tampa Bay, 5 p.m. Eastern. What y'all like on this one?
Man, this is gonna throw a lot of people off right here, but I'm actually rocking with the Bucks. So rocking with Tampa Bay. You know I love it when it's solo games, and it's the solo game, only game of the day. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna take the Eagles. Who's not taking the Eagles? I almost want to take the Eagles. I'm rocking with Tampa Bay. I'm hammering that money line. Let's go Bucks.
You know, AJ, I think you're wrong there. I think a lot of people are taking Tampa Bay. I mean, the Eagles have cratered these last 6 weeks. Even their one win out of the last 6 weeks was not a good win. No win this year has really been a good win for them. I think they're set up to actually click for one game and get this done and get a win and respond to the adversity that they've had. So I'm going to go with Philly to actually win this game, even though they are the favorite. But again, I compare this to really kind of seeing what happens in that C.J. Stroud-Browns game because, again, that's the underdog at home as well. So if C.J. Stroud pulls it out as an underdog at home, I'm really going to start leaning Eagles to win this game Monday night.
Yeah, I hear y'all. By default, I have to go Bucks here just because they're at home getting the points, the +3. Eagles, man, I know they fell off.
Bad. Their defense is
they're really bad. Yeah, it's to the point they're bad, so bad that I couldn't look their way, bro. There's no way for me I could bet on them. I'm not betting on this game, period. So.
I just believe Jalen Hurts, you know, will be able to figure something out. Like he's got to be able to figure something out. Right?
I mean, well, it's 43 in the hook. I think that he's going to do good. It's the playoff game. It's on a Monday. It's late at night. They want to show something. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that it's going to be that talk for the whole week. Eagles were that close, but no cigar. I think the Bucks pull it off.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, AJ. I tend to agree, Verse, because giving me +3 at home, the Bucks still got good receiving core, and the secondary for the Eagles is just.
I'm gonna step in and say something again. AJ, it's kind of like, you know, just to backtrack a little bit. You said, "Oh, C.J. Stroud, they've already done. They came what they came to do. The Rams, they came what they came to do." Well, that's Tampa Bay. They came what they came to do. They were not supposed to make the playoffs this year.
Oh yeah,
he got himself a new contract this year. Mike Evans has really shown himself to still be one of the best receivers in the league this year. Chris Godwin is just as consistent this year. Regardless of what happens this game, they're going to be all right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, same thing for Philly.
This game, everyone is fired. They might have to get Belichick.
I mean, I'm saying Philly for sure can afford to lose this because they're champions. Jalen Hurts has done enough.
Eagles aren't champs. What do you mean?
They NFC champions.
NFC champs, though. I'm saying, like, Jalen Hurts has done enough. I'm saying I don't think that Jalen Hurts is going to be that guy. He's not Mahomes, you know. I think that the Bucks is going to break a lot of people's hearts. Trust me, if I had the better team is the Eagles, of course. We know that.
They just not. The Eagles just going in the wrong direction. You know, it's hard for me to pick a team that I just watched the last 5 out of 6 weeks lose. Like, it's just hard for me to keep picking them, you know, or pick them at all. So
yeah.
I agree.
No, that's why that game nobody's betting that game.
Nobody's betting that game.
We advise nobody to bet that game.
Yeah, I'd rather wear purple do-rag.
I don't know, guys. I might have to do it to see how this weekend goes. I might have to do something.
I feel you. All right, let's go. So best bets. We all on the Chiefs -4. Everybody gave great reasons why we should take Kansas City. Anything y'all want to add to that?
Don't have any anything to add to that, really. I feel like Mahomes has done a great job, and that team is coming off rest. Reed has done a great job leading this team again. That's my hamburger homie. I love the Chiefs to do it, man. I think the Chiefs will win it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'd love? I'd love to see what Tyreek Hill's prop bet is for this game because I'm sure he does hit it. Just because he's a player that's played in that weather and has been there, and
Yeah.
he's gonna at least be able to show up, get a touchdown, something.
Oh yeah.
I tend to agree with that. Tyreek Hill might be a good look. Yeah, man. KC -4. I mean, I lean Lions as well, but it's nothing major. But this show is called Best Bets. We want to give y'all the best winners. We like KC at 3. We know it went up. We still lean -4. That's the only way we could look. We got them in money line parlays, of course. So that's pretty much it. You got any boxing verse for this weekend before we head out?
Man, it's only one fight this week. It's Beterbiev versus Callum Smith. And if I had to lean towards something, I would take the over. I would take the over. I think that Callum Smith, he does a great job. He did a great job against Canelo. Canelo did a great job against him. He came away with the victory, but Callum Smith has never been knocked out. Beterbiev is all knockouts. So you could even sprinkle some on Callum Smith to win. Callum Smith is an amazing boxer. Beterbiev is a knockout artist. And as you've seen 2 weeks ago with Wilder, a guy that comes in the ring that's a one-trick pony that only can, throw fists with power and doesn't have the boxing ability tends to lose. Rock with the over on that one. Beterbiev, Callum Smith.
All right, you heard it here first. Well, we getting out of here. KC, that's the bet of the week. We'll be back next week with some more winners, some more money for y'all. Until next time.
Yes, sir.